Welcome to the BAM podcast. That's right, BAM, business and money instead of bitching and moaning. This is the 2.0 version of the top 3 podcast, True Underdog. This will give you an inside look at building a business, overcoming business and personal issues, and most of all, not bitching and buying into this bitch-ass cancel culture lifestyle. I'm tired of it. I'm sure you're tired of it. Take it from me, who I built 3 companies and have done over $1 billion in sales in my time. You're going to hear from cool-ass guests as well on my show. You have 0 time to bitch, time to make your move. Let's fucking go. Bam! Bam! This is the BAM podcast. That's right, business and money podcast. No bitching and moaning. This is for your body and for your mind. And this is the BAM podcast. That's right, formerly known as the True Underdog podcast. I've got some great news. When I recorded this episode, we were only like 3 weeks into the new show. And we just hit, in the United States, top 5 entrepreneur podcasts. We were number 4. That's right. The ratings came out on Wednesday, and we were sitting at 4. Not 7, not 9, not 52, motherfucking 4. So I want to thank each and every subscriber. I want to thank each and every listener. I want to say thank you for my followers, my believers, people that I inspire, people that inspire me, people. I love each and every one of you. Thank you, because it took us like 12 months to get top 25 in the True Underdog, and it took us about 18 months to get to the number 3 spot. We did this in less than a month. We did this as a team in less than a month. So shout out to, my producer and director, and shout out to everyone on my network team. Much love to them, because we were able to pull this off in 3 weeks and get to the top 5, which is unheard of, and be sitting at number 4, which is massive. There are 3 podcasts in front of me. All 3 I love to death. Okay. First one, I've got it pulled up right here, is Andy Frisella, which we all love that. Andy is one of the best dudes on the planet. Right. So, you've got Andy Frisella, you got Ed Milet, and you've got The Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett. Those are the top 3. And in the order, it's Ed Milet first, which, dude, it's one of my favorites. Real as Fuck with Andy Frisella, and then The Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett. Those are the top 3. And number 4, you're looking at it right here. Look at that. Number 4, the BAM Business and Money Podcast, sitting there at number 4 on Apple Podcasts, United States of America Entrepreneurship. That's how the fuck you get shit done, right? That's how you get done. Now, today's episode is called Hustle versus Humble. And it took to get this a lot of hustle. And look, I'm going to be humble, but I want that number 1 spot. I appreciate and thank everybody, to help us get there. And I have a lot of gratitude. But if you ain't first, you're last. It was great being the top 3 podcast for a long time. Now I'm sitting 4. 3 weeks in, let's get to number 1. I want to be number 1, but let's talk about today's lesson, today's medicine, let's get you to the next fucking level show. Okay. That business and money, that pop in the face. Let's go into this year. Let's crush it. Get into next year. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go right now. Hustle versus humble. What the fuck is hustle? Like you always hear, I think hustlers get a bad name. They think of card players or poker players, which is the same thing, pool players, bowlers, people that are hustling. Like, I'm going to go in here and half-ass play and let these guys want to play me. And then I'm going to fucking lay it out and I'm going to take their money. That's what I think the perception of a hustler is. Not for me. Maybe I'm new school, but a hustler for me is someone who fucking goes out and grinds. They go out, they work their ass off. Man, they fucking get up early in the morning, work late tonight. They don't give a fuck. They're out there and they're on the hustle. Nothing can stop them. There's a couple things that separate hustlers from other people. One is effort. How much effort they put in. How much passion do they have? Hard work and being better than the competition with effort. When you walk in, I talked about it on another show recently called Outwork Everybody. You walk in, you want to be the fucking hardest working motherfucker in there. That's it. That's your fucking space. That's your home. You want to go in and kick its fucking ass and take it over? You got to outwork everybody. That's part of being a fucking hustler. That's called effort. No fucking half-ass effort being a hustler. No half-ass effort fucking trying to grind and be a leader and be a winner and be a lion and be a motherfucking buffalo or be the storm. You've got to fucking have some effort. But you got to have some passion. See, I'm passionate about trying to take that number one spot. I'm passionate about making sure that I can help you get out of the fucking mud hole and take it to the next level. I'm passionate about any business I'm a part of that I want to accelerate to the next level. You got to have passion. You can feel it. Passion isn't heard, it's fucking felt. Passion is real. It comes from here and it exuberates out and they're like, holy shit. People take it as like I'm screaming or I'm yelling. I'm a fucking high intense dude. I'm like, ah. I'm that way because I'm motherfucking passionate. That's who I am. I can't go, well, today's lessons, guys, we're going to learn about effort and passion and hustle. And I hope that you really get out there and you hustle and you put in some effort and you bust your ass and you're very passionate. That's not who the fuck I am. Fuck that. I'm passionate. You feel that? Passionate. Say it with me. Passionate. That is how you fucking, you passion. It's coming from the motherfucking chest. That's called passion. It's coming from the heart. It's what you believe in. Passion. Effort. Those are two things right now to be a hustler. Being better than the competition. That's a mindset. Because not all the time are you going to fucking win. I mean, I'd love to win every fucking time I can. I usually fucking win. But you're going to take some losses. When you do, you just get in your mind, you got to be better than the competition. How does that asshole take a loss? How does she take a loss? How does he take a loss? How do they take a loss? Handle it better. Fail forward. Lose and learn. Right? Say what? Lose and learn. That's how it works. You're going to hustle. You're going to have some bumps. You're going to hit some fucking brick walls. Pow! You'll be like, oh shit, what do I do now? When you hit those walls, you got to adjust. Right? You got, how the fuck am I going to get over this thing? You got to hustle. You got to put in that effort. You got to have that passion. You got to hard work and you got to be better than the competition. I challenge myself every day in everything I do to be the best. Am I the best at everything? Fuck no. Am I the best at a couple things? Yeah, I think so. We got one of the best podcasts on the fucking planet. That's fucking great. But I tell you what, I can't bake a fucking cake. I can't fucking put a bed together. I don't even own a fucking drill. I'm not the guy that gets out there and goes, like my hands. Like, I mean, I'm ready to throw. I'm always down to throw. Let's go. Like I feel like I'm a bad motherfucker. But my hands are soft, right? I got keyboard hands, okay? I don't get out there and do fucking manual labor. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I just suck at it. I can't put shit together. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I just suck at it. My wife has a motherfucking drill, not me. So I know where I'm good and I know where I'm bad. And one of the things I'm really good at is having passion, having effort, hard work, and being better than the competition. I have to be better. That's a mindset. Like you have to wake up in the morning and be like, I can't accept being less than. I have to be better. You have to challenge yourself. Don't box yourself into limitations like, well, if I do that, that's okay. Fuck that. It's not okay. Get to the next level. Push, 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 push. Hustle also result driven. Results. If you hustle, you get out there, you're doing sales. You don't want to be the guy that's fucking holding the team back, dragging his ass, one sale a month. Fuck that. You want one sale a day. When I used to door knock home security, that's right. I used to door knock home security. I used to knock on a door, then talk about how many cars come by, put a sign in your yard, get you free installation, $1 a day for monitoring, blah, blah, blah. And when I first started, it'd take me like 45 doors to get a deal. I used to count it on an average. I get one like every 45. So if I knock like 135 doors, I get like 3. Then I got better and it was like 1 in 30. And then it was like 1 in 25. And then it was like 1 in 16. And then it was like 1 in 12. And I had a day that I sold 7 alarm deals in one day, door knocking. 7 in one day. Why? Because I had effort. Because I had passion in what I was doing. I believed in it. Because I worked hard. Because I wanted to be better than all my competition. And I was result driven. I wanted the results. I knew the record was 6. I said, fuck it, I'm getting 7. I'm going to put a lucky 7 right on this. I'm done. Like, I'm hitting it today. Let's go. Started at 7 in the morning, finished at 9:30 at night. True story. In Arizona. So, Queen Creek. Knocked the fuck out of doors. 2004. 7 doors. Sorry, 7 sales. I don't remember how many doors I hit. It was a lot. But that's results driven. Another good trait of being a hustler and learning to hustle is you're unconcerned with what could go wrong. I knock these doors. I'm not worried if they tell me to fuck off, fly a kite, get the fuck off my property. What are you doing here? Hey, here, I'm here because a lot of cars are driving by. We're trying to promote our business. I put a sign here. Like, all they can tell me is fucking no. All they can tell me is to leave. That doesn't change my fucking day. That doesn't change me hitting the next door neighbor. That doesn't change my results later. Like, you can't worry about and be concerned with what can go wrong. You can only focus on what can go right. That's what you need to focus on. What can go right? Unconcerned with what can go wrong. Focus on what can go right. Think about that in your life today, right now. Maybe you got some shit going on. You're so concerned of what could go wrong. Oh, this could happen. And fuck, what if this happens? And you just build yourself up with all this anxiety, unnecessary anxiety. Why don't you change that and say, well, what could go right? Start thinking about what could go right. Start believing in what can go right. Start manifesting what can go right. I'm telling you, the shit changes, dude. The paradigm changes in your way every time. All of us are guilty of being concerned of what can go wrong. But today's the day that you have to try to change that mindset. And I would be lying if I said you're going to be able to change it for the rest of your life. But if you do it a little bit, and then you do it a little bit more, and then you do it a little bit more, it becomes habit, and you just do it more, and you live better. You live in abundance of happiness because you are concerned with what could go right, unconcerned with what could go wrong. You're not living in the negativity glass is half empty. You're living in the positivity glass is half full. You're not living in, oh, that's not fair. You're living in, wow, life is going to do this for me. You have to change your mindset, especially if you're going to have a trait to be, to hustle. Like, you got to be unconcerned with what can go wrong. Another trait is insanely dedicated. Like, fucking not 100% in, like 150 fucking percent in. Like, I've always been, I have a very addictive personality. Thank God I've never done any hardcore drugs in my life, like ever. I just don't. And I drink margaritas when I go out to eat, and it's hard to get addicted to tequila every day. So I don't do alcohol every day. But I have an addictive personality, and I'm addicted to winning, and I'm addicted to being successful, and I'm addicted to putting out content, and I'm addicted to helping people. And I've have this addiction. When I'm all in, I'm all in. Like, I remember when I first got online video games, SOCOM Navy SEALs. I had a Christmas show with Big Joe Caban, one of my best friends, and I've done some business with him. He's a great fucking guy from Queens. I met him on a video game. He always talks about how dedicated I was. I remember when I played that video game, we had these things called clans, and I would be like, and please don't judge me. So this is a judgment-free zone, like Planet Fitness. See, free plug, Planet Fitness. Throw some coin this way. I just threw your name out there. But judgment-free zone. And what happened is we had our second kid, so this is about 19 years ago. God, I've known Joe that long. Holy shit. And I would go and turn on the game, and we just brought my daughter home, Mackenzie, and she had projectile vomiting. And so we had an older kid that was 5, Hannah, and we lived in a small ass little house. And she would always project. Mackenzie was allergic to every fucking formula on the planet. We were buying this formula. It was like $100 a can. And we didn't have a lot of money at the time. And it was fucking tough on the streets. And, she was just puking. She's in a swing. It's just sad. But me being an immature little fuck, let's see here. I was 19 years ago. So I was 24. Just starting, leaving Verizon. I was still at Verizon. I didn't open a business yet. And Bell Atlantic. And then so I started playing the video game, and I was so addicted to playing the video game that every Tuesday and Thursday I had clan battles. For those of you who play games, you're going to remember that, like clan battles, like wars. Like, you go to this website and I'd be in a clan with all these people. It was We were called the Drugs Clan. I was Prozac. My boy was Tylenol. Like, we had these RX next to us. We were the RX Clan. And we would play these fucking clan battles like fucking nerds. No offense to you guys if you guys do that, but that's fucking what is wrong with me. I was so addicted. I'd tell my wife, you got to get your mom here to babysit to help you on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've got a battle to do. I got a war to fucking play. She's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I was addicted. Like, fucking all in. Fast forward. Like, I play poker. And I played in the World Series of Poker 4 times. I have won shit. Got to day 2 3 times. Almost to day 3 to get bag chips and make some money. And but I played in also the $50,000 drop with all the big names. Took some of the big names out, guys, for real. You can look it up. Like, I fucking laid it out. It was good. There was 105 people, and I got 22nd, and they only paid 19 spots. So I was close. That was a great thing that I did, but I got so addicted to playing poker that I would play poker all the time, and I'd play it online. I'd play, and 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 I just wasn't fucking sleeping. Poker. We go to casino, fuck that, I'm playing poker. You go to Detroit, I'm going to be in the casino playing poker till we go to the game. I'm all in. Like, that's just what the fuck I do. I go to coach softball. Oh, I'm buying the pitching machine, the bag, the net, the plug-in, the whatever the fuck. Let's go. I'm all in. Coach football. Oh my God. I got all the shit, all the cones, 14 footballs, this. I'm all in. Open a business. Fuck, I'm working fucking till 8 in the morning till midnight. Starting a company, doing all these things, right? I'm learning every aspect of the business. I'm all in. The point to this is insanely dedicated. To be a hustler or to have hustler traits, you have to be insanely dedicated. When you get into that, you got to be all into it. It can't be part-time. It can't be partial. It can't be half-assed. It's got to be full-time. It's got to be 100%. It's got to be all in. Hustlers are insanely dedicated. They also play the long game. You can't be a hustler and just play a short game. You have always got to be 2 steps ahead and thinking what's next for the long game. Otherwise, you hit a brick wall and you're not a hustler. You're just a money grabbing you out. You're hustling and you're a hustler. You're playing for the long game. How can I continue to do this? How can I monetize this? How can I scale this? How can I grow this? Play for the long game, not the short game. Short game never gets you anywhere. People too many times look for the moment now and they don't look into the future when they're hustlers. And I don't like that. I have some ex-business partners and friends that are so short fucking sighted and they just see right here and they're real quick. And then they need all this help to ever amount to anything because they can't see past that. And they're one of the best salespeople in the world and a great hustler, but they can't fucking get out of their own way because they only see in front of them. I don't like that. Learn to look deep. Learn to play the long game. The other thing about a hustler, you got to create your own opportunities when needed. You're going to be hit with situations where you're going to have to find your own opportunity. There's going to be times that there's nothing there for you. There's no job. You don't own a business. Like, in life, you're going to hit these things where you have to be proactively creative to create your own opportunity. And it usually starts with here. What do you want to do? What gives you fulfillment, right? What can you do that's profitable, that makes money and helps people and provides something people love and need and want? And you've got to create that. You've got to implement that. You've got to put it in place. You can't just talk about it, put it on paper and go, oh, look what I did. I'm going to be a business guy one day. Yay. No, dude, you're going to fucking have to execute. Step up to the plate and fucking execute. In order to do that, you're going to have to take the time to create your own opportunity sometimes. Like, our company closed. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Well, I didn't even stop and grieve. Like, a lot of people fly into the sunset and like, I'm going to do this and I'm going to fucking do that. And I'm just going to hide in a hole. And I'm like, not me. I'm like, fuck that. All I know is work. And I'm going to make my own opportunities right the fuck now. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm unraveling other things and different opportunities I'm getting involved in. And that's what you do. You have to. You can't expect somebody to give you the opportunity. You got to fucking make it, especially if you're a hustler. Hustler traits, you got to make it creative. Hustlers are always moving. They don't stay still. And I don't mean that like job or career. I mean in life. And I don't mean like selling your house and moving. I mean, they're just moving. There's movement. There's change. There's evolution. There's growth. There's scalability. There's, I want to be better every day, 1% better every day. I'm moving, I'm grinding, I'm growing, I'm deciding, I'm doing all the things I need to do to be a bigger, better human being, the best version of myself. That's moving. Staying still is just being complacent. No hunger. I'm good with this. This is fine. This is just enough. Boxing yourself in. Not allowing yourself to have higher expectations. You want to be a hustler, take the fucking box, break it open, throw it away. No cap on your expectations. Fucking take it to the next level. You're going to have to continue to move and grind to do that. On the other token, we talked about hustle. Let's talk about being humble. There's a fine line about being arrogant and about being confident. I ride that line. I'm okay with that. I'd rather ride the line than be insecure. I'd rather ride the line than be a fucking person who has no kind of fucking confidence. I'd rather ride the line than somebody that can't get out of their own way and be hungry and want to grow and, you know, be the best version of themselves and just be so insecure and worried about what people think and what the results are and all that. Trust me, if 100 motherfuckers out there think I'm an arrogant asshole and one person likes me, I don't give a fuck about those 100. That one person likes me and I did all that for the one person. That's how I feel. I'm not trying to be conceited or arrogant. I'm trying to say that it is a fine line and I like to ride it because I want to make sure that I'm super confident. And I bring this up because then I have to learn and work on, and you have to show how to be humble. You know, when you win a lot of awards or you're very successful financially, or even if you're just happy in life, you don't want to boast. You don't want to say, well, look at me. My life's perfect. I've got all this shit. People want to be relatable to you. People want to understand who you are. People want to understand that you bleed, that you cry, that you struggle, that you also have to deal with life, that you aren't better than other people, that you are equal, and that you have been blessed, but you're grateful. People just need to know that because perception's reality. And unfortunately, most people are like fucking sheep. They just, oh, yep, that's true. That's what it is. And they have their own assumptions and they hate and they do it. Like, that's sad, but that's what happens. But you don't want to boast. You don't want to be like, look at me. Now, like there's a fine line on this. Because on one token, people are like, well, why would you show that you have a Lamborghini on social media? Great fucking question. Okay. I show that I have a Lamborghini on social media because if there's somebody who's from a trailer park like me, or somebody who had a fucked up childhood like me, or somebody that had nothing in their fucking pockets when they got started like me, and they see an asshole like me that was able to fucking get that, and I inspire them and they work their ass off to get it, that's why I fucking did it. I didn't do it for all the motherfuckers that are like, look at him put his Lamborghini in there. Well, you're not on my level and you don't want to own a Lamborghini. You want to own a fucking bicycle. So eat a dick. What else can I do? There's not much I can do. Like, I'm showing it not to fucking appease these haters and complainers and people that bitch and fucking want to whine. I'm doing it for that young kid or that young man, or maybe it's an older man or an older lady that's like, fuck, I want to take it to the next level. Oh, look at this guy. Like, he's a normal dude that had a normal life. Nothing was given to him. No silver spoon, went out and grinded, and he got there. Why can't I get there? Let me learn. That's the difference. All right. So if you're boasting, that's one thing. But if you're showing and you're saying, look, this is where I got, you can do it too. That's different. That's my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I'm a big believer. First of all, I've never had any successful people be like, dude, why the fuck are you boasting? Because they know why. And it's not that I'm boasting. They know why I'm posting something. They know that I'm trying to inspire and motivate and push other people to say, you can too. You'll see as you grow in life and you get this nice shit, you don't need to show it off. You already fucking have it. The fuck you got to show it off for? You already got it. It's already there. But I want to inspire those. And trust me, it's sometimes a little douchey. It's like, do I really want to post that or don't I? Like, I'm like, fuck it. You know what? I've been posting this shoe game thing on my social media. I'm like, look at my fucking, and I got some sick shoes too. Look. Oh, it's not letting me show you the shoes. So I've got some sick shoes. And let's see here. Bring it here. Beep, 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 beep. Perfect. And so I've got some cool ass shoes, but I've been showing them because there's people that shoe game things like kind of getting viral. And people like talking about their shoes. And it's like, look at these fucking kicks. And it challenges people to get more kicks. My son collects shoes. You want to be able to be like, because I did the Aventador. I did the doors open. I was that asshole. I have this nice car. I went through that stage. Trust me, when you have nothing, you get something like, oh my God, I got news for you. No fucking parachute fucking army dudes coming out of the sky and fireworks and dancing fucking fish. None of that shit happens when you make money or buy nice cars and nice shit. It doesn't happen. So it's just if you like it and if you earned it. And I did earn it. You work your ass off, you get nice things. But we talk about being humble, not boastful. So you can still be humble and you can still inspire, but you got to do it tastefully. You got to be able to share these things tastefully in the right moments. The other nice attribute of being humble is grateful for everything. You got to be grateful for everything. Like I'm grateful for God. I'm grateful for my family, my wife, my kids, my parents. Even though I had a tough childhood, they're the best parents right now in the fucking world, the best grandparents. I'm grateful for the employees that work their asses off for me. I'm grateful for the listeners and subscribers that believe in me and follow me and listen to me. I'm grateful for our customers that have ever signed up to do business with us and trusted me and the company. I'm grateful for friends that inspire me and motivate me and uplift me. I'm grateful for my coaches. Like, you've got to be grateful for things. You can't take them for granted. And you can't do things alone. Like, I'm a big believer, you can be a lone wolf, you can do some things, but it's no fun to be successful and live a great life by yourself. You want to share it with others. You know, for my 40th birthday, we went to Turks, and Matt Prater, who's the kicker for the Cardinals, is one of my best friends, so shout out to Matt. And I used to be a kicker for the Lions. I still wish he was there. And his family, him and his wife, and me and my wife, and 5 other couples, decided to go to Turks and Caicos for my 40th and his wife's 32nd or 33rd birthday. And so we went there, and we were like, holy shit, like it was crazy. We rented this house, did all these things. Well, Matt and I paid for everybody to go. And some of the people could have afforded to go, and some of our friends couldn't afford to go. But we got there, and we all went around the table, and we talked about what we were grateful for in life. And a lot of them were like grateful for Matt and I for helping to pay while they were there and all these things. And we're like, no, you need to be grateful for other things. But they would ask, like, dude, why would you pay for all of us to come here? Like, you know, we feel bad. And it was an expensive trip that me and Matt, you know, did together for you know, my birthday and his wife's birthday. They were near each other. It was right before COVID. So it was 2020, early 2020, February. And I said to all my friends, and Matt agreed, I said, you know, I don't want to win by myself. I want to win with all my friends, with all my peers, with all my employees. Like, I want to celebrate with people that matter and be grateful for those people in my life. What is money? What's spending to take someone on a trip? Who gives a shit? Like, you can't replace memories and moments for any amount of money. And so for us to have these 7, 8, 5, 6 couples there, bond, be best friends for life, spend a week there, hang out, cry, laugh, play games. And some of them couldn't afford to go. They had the best trip of their entire life. And some of them could afford to go, and we're like, no, like we got this. This is us giving back to our friends. Together we did that. They were so grateful to us, but we were grateful to them. And that's the point. Like, you've got to be grateful to people. Of course, my kids gave me shit when we were at that house, and they were really pissed. It was the house that the Kardashians were filming their show at. We didn't know that till we got there, and the butlers were like, yeah, the Kardashians are here. I'm like, what? So we felt like rock stars. It was crazy. But a week later, my kids were giving me shit. I took my family, and then I took my parents. My parents never left the country. I took them there to Turks. to vacation, the best vacation they'll ever have in their life, with my kids and my wife. Like, we enjoyed, my kids will never experience anything like that. I mean, we may go again, but like, that was it. Like, that's a moment in memory. Of course it costs money. Sometimes things cost money. There's always something that you're going to have to sacrifice for great things. But that was a way, well, my kids are so grateful, but that was a way to show my gratitude for my family, for dealing with my shit for all these years, building businesses and stuff. I wanted to take them somewhere special that they would remember for the rest of their lives. And they will. Third trait of being humble is don't belittle others. And we're all guilty of this, where we get frustrated and we make a comment, or we fucking, we have backhanded comments, or we're sarcastic, or we're sassy. Like, all of us got to do a better job of that. But you don't want to belittle others. You don't want to put people in a situation where they are starting to feel insecure, or they are starting to feel judged, or they are starting to feel minimal in life. You don't know what's going on in people's lives at any time. So you can't be belittling people. You have to just be humble and be there before. Be supportive, be loving, be kind, be passionate. Fourth trait of being humble is you're never jealous. You're just not. Jealousy breeds hate. It's just, I hate jealousy. I use the word, and maybe I'm wrong. There's grammar out there. People are like, oh, you fucking use that wrong. Jealousy to me is evil, right? Breeds hate. Good envy and bad envy. Like, I have good envy, right? So I have friends, or that are successful, that I'm happy for them, and I'm good envy. Like, oh man, that's great. I'd love to do it. That's like bucket list. I'll give you an example. Not sure if I can talk about this yet, but my friend Matt Ishbia, right, owns United Wholesale Mortgage, worth billions. Like, holy shit! Like, the guy's worth so much, not even funny. It's like, oh my goodness. And he's a great, humble dude. He just bought the Phoenix Suns. That's right. He just bought the Phoenix Suns. I met him because his son and my son were like best friends. They played flag football together in Michigan. So we've met and hung out a few times, and I've been to his office, and we talked about doing some stuff back in the day together, and he's just a good dude. Good guy. Michigan State guy. Won't judge him for that, but good dude. He tried to buy the Broncos, didn't work out. Tried to buy the Redskins, didn't work out. He bought the Phoenix Suns. I'm like, holy shit. I find out about this. I text him. I'm like, dude, you just bought the Suns. Like, holy shit, that's so awesome. He's like, oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm like, I'm excited for you. Like, bucket list, like, holy shit. Like, dude, my boy just bought the Suns. That is good envy. That is like, you are happy for somebody else being happy and excited about, you're excited for them. That's a good trait. That's good envy. You want to see success. You want to see people be happy. You want to see people achieve their dreams and goals and bucket lists. Like, I'm not like, that motherfucker bought that. Like, I'm like, oh my God, like, that's so cool. High five. Like, wow, like, bucket list. Like, oh my God. Now, realistically, am I going to be like, fuck, I got to go buy a fucking team? No, it's probably never in the cards ever. But I work on my shorter goals. 1 week, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, 180 days, boom, 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 I get where I'm going. Maybe one day I could do something cool like that. But if I don't care. I get to see him do it. That's fantastic. It makes me feel good. He owns the Suns. Holy shit. That's my dude. It's a big deal. That's good envy. Bad envy and or AKA jealousy. Man, what the fuck, man? He bought the Suns. Whatever, dude. Like, he's probably doing this and doing that and blah, blah. And that ain't going to fucking last. He'll lose his ass. They're not going to do good. That's jealousy. That's bad envy. That's people hating. That's insecurity. I'm a big believer that the moment you talk bad about somebody, you're insecure or jealous of something about them. You're insecure about yourself and you're jealous about something of them. I truly believe that. How many times do you know, males or females, I'll use females as an example for now, where a girl walks by and she's dressed, Dressed very professional and nice, skirt on, nice blouse, high heels, in shape, great smile, looks great. And you have girls around you like, oh my God, I bet she takes drugs. Look at that. Why would she wear that skirt? You start hearing that, right? You guys all know what I'm talking about. You hear it in your home. People walk by, oh my God, look at her. Like, what the fuck? Like, you hear all that, right? It's a lot of that. That's insecurity. And that's jealousy. Facts. Because if those people looked like that, they would fucking be happy as fuck. That's insecurity. That's jealousy. Now let's go to dudes. How many times I know of dudes, they're like, oh, that guy's so buff. That guy's fucking taking steroids. Fucking probably got a little dick. How many times? I know I hear that. Oh, look at that guy. It's all he does. Dude, why are you jealous? Dude, the motherfucker, who gives a, you don't fucking know. And B, who gives a fuck what he does? Who cares? Like, he looks great. High five, dude. Fuck, I wish I had a six pack. The fuck? Jealousy. Bad envy. That's what that is. Insecurity. Like, look, me straight up, dude, like right here. I've got a good dad bod right here up. Dude, I'm all stabbed. Like I do. Like I'm checking, like I do. But I stand up, man. I got a dad belly. Okay. That's what happens. What does that mean? It means I don't give a fuck. That means if I'm in the pool, I look like I'm chiseled. I'm great. I get out of the pool like, oh, that dude's a dad. That's a grandpa right there. High five. And dad bods are in. But I don't care. Like, I don't go, oh my God, like, I got to feel better about myself and do all these things. Of course I want to be in better shape. Of course I want to eat better. Of course I strive. I'd love to have a six pack. I'd love to own the Phoenix Suns. I'd love to do all those things. And all those things, some might be harder to attain than others, are doable. I just got to put in the effort. But I don't care. I'm happy when people are healthy and they look great and they're taking care of themselves. Let's go to the other way around. You ever meet somebody, a neighbor, a friend? You're with a couple neighbors and that neighbor's got, nice ass car, crazy ass house, something. You ever hear another neighbor go, I bet they do shady shit. Right? Why do you hear that? Because that person's insecure. Because that person is jealous that they don't have what that person has. That's wrong. I go back to the Lambo thing. When someone's bitching on my page, like, why would you piece of shit, you're doing this? It's because you'll never have one. We're not even on the same level. We're not even the same fucking universe. You'd rather fucking just be a shitbox and just talk shit about people. I'd rather go out and try to implement and put a dent in this universe and do good things and help people, employ people, grow businesses, inspire people. Like, there's a difference between you and me. The people that are talking shit. Those people have nothing to do except fucking hate. They hate their lives. They're probably fat. They sit in their underwear. They eat Fruity Pebbles. They probably eat ice cream all fucking day. I don't fucking know and I don't fucking care. We're not in the same fucking place. Not even on the same fucking standard. But those are the kind of people that hate to see people successful and love to see people fail. That's sick. That's jealousy and that's bad envy. And that's a bad trait. And that is not being humble. Humble is not being jealous, but being happy for people. Being like, yeah, like I'm happy for this person and being excited. So as we wrap up here, I know we covered a lot. Hustle versus humble. You got to try to have both in your life if you're going to take it to the next level. You got to be able to hustle and put in the effort, the passion, hard work, be better than competition, result-driven, unconcerned with what can go wrong, insanely dedicated, play the long game, create your own opportunity when needed, always move and don't stand still. To be humble, don't be boastful, grateful for everything. Do not belittle others. Don't be jealous and don't be rude. Make sure you check out this podcast, subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, CastBox, YouTube video, Vimeo. Check out my Instagram, check out my LinkedIn, or check out my Facebook. I love you guys. Happy holidays. Bam!